What's happening
This week
in
in
sports
sports
cards?
cards.
This week in sports cards. Oh, this week in sports cards. Oh, this week in sports cards. Oh, this week in sports cards.
Welcome into This Week in Sports Cards. I am Keith, Vince's Port Flips.
I'm Andy, the King of Penance.
Guys, so a lot going on in the hobby. We're filming this on Friday, so 2 days after opening day. Some baseball's here, some fun, exciting baseball, or a lot of exciting drops coming up, right? But there also was some interesting hobby drama, Andy. There's always whatnot drama going on. I didn't even focus on any of that for today's drama.
You don't have to look
But-
far, not in the whatnot universe.
No. So I have two things. One is more like drama. One is like the dirty side, the underbelly of the hobby. I'll put it that way.
I do like a dirty underbelly.
Dirty. I knew you did. That's why I brought it up. So the first is did you see the news? And this has been making the rounds. It's not super new, but with Panini, with the first off the line Donruss Optic hobby boxes, the
You mean like
wrapping.
they're juiced? Oh no, I don't think I saw that.
So apparently, and I think it's fact, at least many people have talked about it, but the boxes with the case hits, the wrapping, the Panini wrap is going the opposite direction as the other boxes with the
Oh,
wrap.
now that you said that, I do remember seeing something about that. I guess it was because wasn't it like this guy had a case of them and he pulled out every one that had a case hit in it? Is that what it was?
Yeah, and there was a breaker breaking, and one of the people in it's probably a different scenario from what you're talking about, but as somebody in the chat was saying, I guarantee that box that you're showing there will have the case hit because he could tell. And that was before, I think that was before it was widespread news. So I guess it makes sense that Panini would have to have some marking to know which box has a case hit to make sure it is the only box in the case, or at least one is in a case.
Yeah.
But you think they'd have a better system than something that obvious.
Yeah.
Right.
I would hope so. Yeah. I mean, you would think that like it would be, I don't know, a barcode or just like in a separate area. Like they're only stacking them in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And there was another one I was watching too, another breaker. It was a football Donruss product, a Panini product. I don't remember the product, but same thing. He was showing like he had 3 boxes on the table, and there was 2 like very tightly wrapped boxes. And there was one box where the wrapping, the clear, the cellophane wrap put on by Panini was somewhat like wrinkled, and it wasn't a tight seal. And he's like, I guarantee this will have the kaboom in it. It must have been absolute. And he opened it up and it had the kaboom. It was like a WNBA box.
Huh.
So, and then also I saw a guy in Dick's Sporting Goods showing megas. He was saying you could see there's certain boxes pulled out of here. I wonder which boxes those were. So I guess they're alluding to even the retail product could have it. I got to check my megas out there and see what kind of direction my wrap is going.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, if you're buying it directly from the store, I guess like people aren't gonna be able to like pillage those boxes. If you're getting it shipped to you, but I guess if you're buying in retail, like in the store, then you don't really have any. I mean, I'm assuming some scalper is going to go in there and grab the best stuff. So
yeah, unless you're there when it's being stocked, and you're right. If you're buying it directly for Panini or Topps, then you should have a better shot.
Yeah,
of having a clean shot at a case hit. But Andy, on the other front, you're talking about going in and scalpers, or like talking about retail, how it's a risk. You might not have a shot at the case hit because those specific boxes will be pilfered. That brings me to the dirty underbelly of the hobby. And a friend of mine has told me about this a lot. He has associates, acquaintances that do this. And he's like, you got to be careful when you're buying retail. So let me share my screen here and share this video that popped up on Instagram. And this is known, but it's not often caught on camera. So let me pull this up.
Slicing or something.
Oh, I gotta go. Oh, hold on, I gotta go back to it.
Yeah, that's they always. I haven't bought a lot of retail stuff in store for some time now, just because first of all I can't find it, and second of all, the more that comes out about this stuff,
I buy a lot, but here's the video.
This guy was caught being a real life hobby supervillain. He is outside of a Pizza Hut, inside of a Target. I've never seen this before, but it cannot be a good sign.
It's like you're bending them. Oh, what are you doing? Not at liberty to say?
Nope.
Look at this. It looks like he is bending the cards in the section. I don't know if he's looking for hits. This goes on for about 3 minutes. Guy is just getting chewed out by the man behind the camera.
Oh, ma'am, you work here? This guy's ruining the cards.
No,
he's bending them. Look at him. Ruining the cards.
No, I'm not.
He's ruining your product. You're a pain in the ass. You know that? You're a bitch for doing that.
The guy behind the camera tells him to think about the kids, and this
You gotta wait till they show his finger, Andy. Hold on.
This is what he has to say.
This, man, you're the worst kind of human there is. These are kids that are going to buy this.
This ain't a kid's hobby anymore. You know that.
He is so nonchalant and just has this super villain energy. I don't know if he's related to Yojak or something like that.
Look at the fingernail on this man.
So a couple things here. The guy has his fingernail real long so he could finger in between the cards. And I think he's like looking for thicker cards, maybe mem cards. So he's like fingering into the pack to try to like figure out what's inside. And that's why he has this long Coke thumbnail going on there.
He's got a Coke card thumb, yeah.
The worst part of it is the dumbass is wearing a jersey, right? And they show him at the end of the video walk off, and there's a name on the back of the jersey. Now it's not a professional jersey. And so I go in the comments, there's a name of the guy. They said, this is the guy's name. So it's his name on the jersey. So I go and I look him up on Facebook. He's in like different card chats. He's a semi-professional softball player with the same name and the same jersey on. I'm like,
amazing.
If you're going to be doing that in a retail establishment, at least don't be wearing the name on your back of your jersey.
Yeah, seriously. Wow.
So, I mean, I've heard that happening. I don't think you could do it with boxes, but occasionally
those were fat packs, I'm assuming, or something like that.
A value pack or fat pack. It was hard to tell what he was working on there, but
he's really working on something.
Yeah,
really getting in there.
Yeah, but my buddy tells me he knows people that do this.
Yeah,
and I don't think he says that he's looking for downtowns. My buddy tells me that. Like, I don't think how you could feel if there's like, what are you feeling for in a downtown or Kaboom, right? Yeah. I mean. But a mem card, if it's a thicker card, you would feel.
But even is a mem card worth like?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know why you even do it. I can't even think that mem cards are, especially for Panini products, are like the same cost as a common almost at this time.
Yeah. But, I don't know. I don't know what the hell the guy's doing, but obviously, I'm sure he's ruined the cards with his Coke thumbnail there. So
great.
And the guy talking about, I don't know if he's a relative of Yojak. Yojak's the guy we've been showing on his Whatnot streams the last couple of weeks.
Oh, really?
He was the guy who was like spiking the Steph Curry card.
Oh, geez.
So, there's shadiness out there everywhere, not only on Whatnot, but in your local Target. So,
keep
your head on a swivel. Yeah.
Keep your head on a swivel for sure.
Yeah.
And he looked like he had a dirty underworld there too. Like he was looked gross looking. But So I mean, that's sad that what it's come to. He's not wrong though. That it's not really much of a kid's game anymore, unfortunately.
Well, those of all the packs, that's
those
a kid's game.
Yeah.
Those would be right. Yeah, you're going to the store with your mom, and she buys you a $6.99 fat pack, not to have the fat dude over there thumbing it with his giant thumbnail. So that's a shame. And again, they're cheap enough packs. I don't know. It's an ugly hobby. And sometimes you'll go to Target, and I see this. I would say half the time I go to the store, you're looking around and you see a box that's like ripped open and like pillaged. I mean, come on, people.
Yeah, I know. It's not even that much. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
And I don't understand how they do that, because when I'm in Target, there's like people right there. They limit you 2 per customer, which is great. I think that's good. And they're right there. Like there's always somebody right there. How are these people doing that?
I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I know somebody, but yeah,
Yeah.
sad that that's happening.
Yep.
But anyway,
Some good news though, probably any. So really some positive stuff in the hobby. You might have something on your end.
yeah. Well, you're talking about stuff that's coming up.
Whatever
this
you want
week?
to talk about.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, this week it's a little bit of a crazy week. I feel like it does seem to be like a bit of a zone where we haven't had a lot of like kind of new stuff, I would say, or like maybe not even new stuff. We've had some new stuff, but like kind of the big ticket items. There's a lot of like one-off stuff that's coming through that's like can be super expensive and kind of like not for everybody. So there's not a little general release that I feel like we've had in a little while, probably since like Top Series 1, because the last like 6 or 7 drops at Tops of like somewhat good product have all been botted up and nobody gets anything. So
Yeah,
really kind of frustrating. They got to figure something out there. They do have that EQL thing that they can use, but I'm assuming they don't do it all the time just because of maybe it's or it's kind of expensive if they do like a lot of them, I guess. I don't know.
and that's more what like the shoe drops do, right? EQL sort of that the EQL is more like what the shoe drops do, like the
shoe. What do you mean by that?
Like Nike shoe drops?
Oh yeah.
That
Mostly,
which I think is the fairest way to do it. Yeah,
the ones that have like that are. I mean, they still maybe 50, 60,000 boxes or whatever, or shoes, whatever it is. And there could be tons and tons of people that are going for them, but at least you know you have an actual chance. And this, like, it's basically a raffle, which is fine. I mean, maybe you have a 1 in 5 chance for the raffle or something, but you have a 1 in a billion chance at some of these.
And and it's not frustrating going through. If you don't get it, oh well. But when you get, right. I know this kind of things where you go in there, you add it to your cart, you go to check out, it's not there anymore, and you get out of your cart. I mean, it's like just a frustrating process of like
100%.
Yeah. So
or they put you in line for 40 minutes and then you get nothing at the end. It's
you got to fix that, Tops.
Great time. Yeah. Hopefully they're doing something. I feel like Tops is kind of it's gotten a lot more popular since Panini's kind of gone the way. I guess this is the last month, maybe. This is I think they're coming in the last days of Panini stuff. Yeah. There's like they released the last product of Panini that it's called Panini Silhouette. It's not even fully it's sanctioned by the NFL, but it's not sanctioned by the NFL Players Union. So you can't have rookies and you can't have active players, but you can have former players, which is kind of cool. I mean, they have some decent stuff in there. But yeah, anyway, that dropped somewhat recently. But in other things, which who knows if we'll have a chance to get them or not. So there was a drop today. So this is Friday. This is Topps Chrome Basketball Cosmic Chrome Basketball, which is pretty high-end product. It was an FDA. They call it FDI, I think, which is first day. I think first day something.
Issue.
First day issue. It's basically the kind of the early drop where you get extra bonus, but it's done in a Dutch auction. So Panini did this a lot. That box started, I believe, at $1,700, and it sold out at $1,550, which is insane.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess you could buy that if you wanted to. Like that was accessible to people, but I mean, that's insane for that. So that dropped today. Next week, which the actual normal box will drop, I think for pre-order, if I'm not mistaken. I think that drops on the 31st. So that's going to be available for the normal box of Topps Cosmic Chrome drops the 31st for pre-order. Then you have also Topps Chrome Black Baseball, which is another box, is a pre-order that starts or drops for pre-order on the 30th at 12 p.m. Sorry.
So Monday, tomorrow, as of this video when it comes out.
So yeah, keep your eyes open for that. I don't know how that one's gonna go. It's 2 packs of 6 cards each. And there's going to be, so there's 12 cards and you get 1 encased card that is an auto. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
it's similar, I guess, like to having that encased card that we had in the Topps Pristine. But this one's, I think, a little more affordable. I want to say this is probably $250 or $300 range. We'll see how many, if it sells out too quick and nobody can get it anyway. That's kind of been the MO recently. And if you're a big fan of wrestling, there's a bunch of stuff that's coming out soon. So you have Topps Exalted WWE. That's dropping. I believe my box that I ordered pre-order should be arriving either tomorrow or Monday. Which is kind of it's cool. I think it has 2 autos in it. In addition to that, you have Topps Chrome WWE, which was impossible to get. So you couldn't get that. That was kind of annoying, but that drops.
Yeah.
The pre-order was impossible to get. I'm assuming the normal will also be. And then if you like AEW wrestling, that drops on the 15th. So you got a lot of WWE and wrestling stuff dropping this week. So
that's cool.
This week and coming up.
Yeah. So a lot on the plate there. I like it.
A lot on the plate. We'll see if anybody can get any of it. That's the problem.
And speaking of drops I guess speaking of dropping, our video dropped yesterday where we opened up a Heritage Hobby box each.
Yeah. And
if you saw the title, if you watched the video already, we titled it like the worst hobby box money could buy, I think is how we referenced it.
Yeah.
Based on the dollar per the price per auto that you're paying per average. But that said, if you saw the video, I hit an auto and I'm pretty impressed with the product. The numbers were terrible as far as your chances of hitting an auto, but I was impressed by the product. Like if you're willing to sell low end cards,
you can make some money.
Yeah. I mean, I've sold like 20 cards. I think I got out of that box. Not all. I mean, some of them were $2 or something, but some were like $10. Some were $5.
Yeah.
And that stuff adds up when it's $100 hobby box.
Yeah, that's true.
120. So yeah, if you don't mind selling that, or if you want that kind of stuff, it's a pretty good buy.
It's accessible. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, how about any sales?
I do. Yeah. So I feel like I've been really keying in on one guy recently, but another monster sale, I believe, also from Golden, as always. So were you familiar, like the big play? And I think maybe it was last year. I can't remember what color. I don't remember where this came out of, but it was a double like baseball logo man for Shohei and Aaron Judge. It was their MVP card.
Yeah.
So that sold recently. It was a 1-of-1 card, obviously. Sold for $2.16 million. So pretty impressive. That's what it looks like. I forget who actually pulled it. I think I did see at one point who it was, but yeah. I mean, what are you going to do? That's
yeah.
You can retire on that card for the most part. So,
yeah. I don't think it's like that attractive of a card.
It's not.
I'll say that.
No.
Yeah. I mean, is that like lavender? What is that color?
Maybe just the color of kind of the background or something. I don't think it's lavender.
Oh. So it's like an acetate? I'm trying to
I think it's just like maybe there's something red in front of it or something. I think it's picking up light.
I think it's white. It's white.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. But
yeah. I mean, obviously, it's only so much you can do with a card with 2 giant patches in it to
right
to make it attractive. But yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, those were game used and like pretty. Yeah. So it's not like Panini where you're getting a never used. Jersey.
No, obviously it's I mean, it'd be ecstatic to hit it. I just think aesthetically, it's not as. I'm not seeing better looking cards out there.
Absolutely. I mean, the pictures of the two players are in the corners of the card. It's not really much of a card anymore, but
yeah. And speaking of, I mean, I know one of the biggest sales last year was the Paul Skeens logo man card. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And did you see he got roughed up pretty heftily?
I did.
Yesterday.
I don't know if it was entirely all his fault.
No, absolutely not. No, there's defensive lapses, but I mean that game could which is insane to think about, could lose him Cy Young shot. When you have like that many runs in like not even a full inning, that it's going to be a long road to like get your ERA down in that under 2 mark to get the shot to Cy Young.
Yeah,
we'll see.
That's true. Yeah, I mean he's definitely. I mean, think for mechanically and like physically, he's probably the best pitcher. And I mean, he's just got the best stuff, I think, or very close to it for sure. I think he's, young enough that he has got a little to learn as well. Where like Scooble, I think, is probably the opposite. He's still got, obviously good movement on all his pitches and stuff like that, but he's also like a master tactician where he's just throws. That's why, I mean, he's won it back to back and going for if Scooble wins it this year, he'll be the only player besides Randy Johnson to win it 3 years in a row.
Nice.
So,
yeah. I think it's him and Sanchez this year. Sanchez looked unbelievable.
Yeah.
And he's been like his rise to like, he was like a fifth rotation guy, like maybe 3-4 years ago, to the point where he's like a Wheeler is coming off injury, but I mean, he's like the clear number one in the rotation, and the dude is just a stud. I mean, he's just
well, they're different divisions though, too, right? I mean, they hand out two. Don't they hand out two Cy Youngs, or is it just one?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I said him and Scooble. Or him and Sanchez.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, for Skeens, Skeens would be going against Sanchez, but yeah.
So the Phillies won their first. Is that?
Yeah,
I saw that. Okay, the Tigers won their first. Scooble pitched it. Yeah, had give up nothing. And then do you see Kevin McGonigal?
Yep.
I was pretty happy about that. I went heavy on those cards and last year, and I've been looking at some of his cards that I have now. I'm like, all right.
I know it's a PC card, but hey, after a debut,
I know.
You sell it, and then you buy it when it has like a 3-game slump. Just play the market a little bit. You'll probably make money.
I'm pretty low in on this, so that's the only thing. I'm pretty low on a 299 card. So
it also had a nice first debut, and is the youngest position player to start for the Phillies since 1948. Richie Ashburn, Justin Crawford, who's Carl Crawford's son. He went 2 for 4, first 2 at bats a hit.
Nice.
Or hits up. Yeah. And he's a great defensive center fielder, speedster. So
there's a lot. I will say there's a lot of young talent that's coming up recently. I mean, you really like the superstars certainly are still probably the 2 best players are probably Judge and Shohei in terms of like position players. But you really have some Bobby Witt's young. Like you have a lot of young players that are really coming up and being very impactful very early, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of young, absolutely, for sure. The other cool thing they were talking about Crawford. Carl Crawford was at the stadium with some other professional players, but he's been hanging out a lot with Justin Crawford and sort of teaching him the ways of center field. Might be the best center fielder of the 80s, early 90s, Eric Davis. Davis was teaching him his way. Yeah. It's pretty cool. And your boy McConaughey, I think he's from Delco, where I'm. I forget what cities. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know what city he's from. I'm trying to look it up.
I can't remember either, but yeah, he's a Philly product for sure.
Yeah.
He was.
Right Alden. So that's like. Yeah, let me see where that is.
He was like I follow him on stuff, and he's always posting stuff about the Eagles or whatever. So got a little love behind him now, little Delco boy.
Yeah, he's like right. I know where he grew up. Okay, not too far.
People are saying. I mean, I know it's as early as obviously his first game as a pro, but people are comparing him because. Kind of the size he is, he's not short, but he's like 5'10", 5'11" or something. So he's not like these monster.
Oh, whoa. You say
you're not a professional athlete, okay?
Yeah, So he's not short when he's 5'10", and you always mock me for my height.
That's what I'm saying. You didn't hear me. I'm saying I'm not saying he's short. I mean, he's not like he's not like that dude that's for the Toronto who stands up to catch.
Yeah, I got you.
No, but
you said he's 5'10". He's not short. Is your class?
No, what I'm saying is he's not. I'm not saying he's tiny. I'm just saying he is short for a like superstar, not superstar, but for a baseball player. Honestly, he's on the smaller side, and he also like hunches down and stuff. So he looks a little bit like Pete Rose. People are comparing him to because he's got that similar like hustle. What I'm saying. I'm not saying that everybody under 5'10" for me. I'm not kidding. No, but all I'm saying is that some of these superstars now, like O'Neal Cruz or Judge, Shohei, they're all 6'2", 6'3" monsters. There's very few people that are like kind of like that are
Well, especially outfielders, like shortstop, second baseman. You have some smaller guys there, but
he's
that's
an
like a
infielder,
rarity.
Yeah.
I mean, in general, like at the corners and the outfield. I mean, you don't see a lot of like shorter guys out there.
Exactly. But all right, what do you got for us? What sale do you have?
Yeah, all right, I'm going something.
Wagon.
Yeah, I'm going off the wall with this one. I'm only bringing it because this guy deserves some attention. It's a vintage guy, but people don't know him, and he's significant for a number of reasons. Let me show you this card, Andy.
See if I have any clue who this person is.
So here we have let me zoom out here. So you have a 1933 autographed Gaudi Charlie Berry.
Okay.
Philadelphia Athletic player there. Decent baseball player, but he's known for a number of other things. But do you know Charlie Berry, the name at all?
I don't think so, no.
So a couple things. One, professional football player as well. He played, I think, with the Lafayette, but then he went on to play with the Pottsville Maroons.
Okay.
And he kicked the game-winning field goal in the 1925 end-of-season exhibition game against the Four Horsemen at Shibe Park. And the Pottsville Maroons were NFL champions that year. They had won the championship. The week later, they played this exhibition game to raise money in Philadelphia. And the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets, the Philadelphia professional team, filed a grievance saying that Pottsville encroached on their territory, and the league penalized Pottsville and took their championship away and gave it to the Chicago Cardinals. So he kicked a game-winning field goal in that game that ended up resulting in the Maroons losing the championship. But also, he was like a long-time umpire in baseball.
Okay.
And he was the only guy in the same season he umpired World Series, NFL championship game, and a college All-Star game all in the same season. So pretty remarkable guy. But this
Renaissance man.
Yeah. So this card sold for $445, which is a steal for an autograph.
There you go.
Everything I just said about the guy, it's double that price.
Did you buy it?
No, I didn't see it until I was looking up. Yeah.
Okay. Well, very cool. Yeah, that's not all of the cards are going to be monsters. I guess mine happened to be recently, but sometimes you got to find some gems out there that are accessible for the common man. Absolutely.
Yeah, there was a museum out in Pottsville that has his bronze boot from that field goal he kicked against Notre Dame.
There you go.
So that was a big turning point for the NFL, because that put the NFL on the map. College football was much bigger than professional football at that time. And the fact that a small coal mining professional team beat the best team in college football, Notre Dame, Four Horsemen, it was like a major headline. So all because of Charlie Berry and his foot.
Among other things, I'm sure.
Yeah. But there we have it. So that's a couple interesting sales, 2,500,000, all the same. But all the same. So I think that's probably it, Annie. We covered some drops. No nerd alert this week. Well, maybe there'll be a nerd alert when some of these drops hit next week. We'll get into
we'll see what's coming up and see what makes sense. And I mean, it's going to be tough to justify a $1,500 price tag. And good luck getting most of this stuff anyway. So that's the problem. But
absolutely. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Again, check out yesterday's video that dropped, the Heritage Hobby Box Rip. You'll see the auto that I hit and Andy pretty much struck out. And then we'll have a Grail video coming out Tuesday, 7 p.m. We each have some unboxing in that video. These videos come out every Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Daily card content over here, whether it's pack rips or like shorts that just talking about cards, are live on Wednesday night. Pastime Picks podcast. We have a running giveaway for those lives, so tune in for that.
Yeah, look for a new segment too. That's maybe coming to this twist, or maybe these are going to go a little bit by themselves. We'll see how many we can do. But take a look for this is going to be a new concept we have. I think it'll be interesting. So, I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's fun. Yeah. Maybe I'll even partake. It's a bit of a mystery there. Do we want to say?
No.
Leave it a mystery.
Yeah, leave it a mystery. People
Keep
like
your
the
eyes
mystery.
open though. Keep
Yeah,
your eyes.
just give us a
open.
sub, and more importantly, click that notification bell so you
Yeah.
can see what's dropping when this Andy's new idea drops. And on that note, click a playlist. Let it play when you're going to work. Let it, just let it play everywhere. Put it on at work. Your boss will like it.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time, next Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Till then, peace.
Oh.
This week in sports,